Hey guys, Ty here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make money online. That's right, you can get started with these pretty quickly, and I'll show you how to get started with them and how you can start earning straight after you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, no worries, we talk about e-commerce, business, money, finance, things along those lines. So if that's what you're interested in, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks, and let's get straight into it. Method one is RedBubble. What RedBubble is basically a third-party platform. It's a bit like a marketplace. Think of like Etsy and eBay, but it's for print on demand. So you go on there when you want a quirky design or something on a specific product. The most popular products are like t-shirts and mugs and things like that. It's quite a popular marketplace. A lot of people use it. There's a lot of traffic on it, and it's free traffic. Now, you don't need to run ads on this or anything like that. You just use your keyword optimization, your key terms, things like that in your product description. If you're familiar with search engine optimization, then you'll be pretty good at this as well. All you've got to do is you create a design using something like Canva. That is my go-to. You upload the design onto the product that you want on RedBubble, and then when you get an order, RedBubble will print that design onto the product and ship that straight out to the customer. Meaning you don't touch the product, you don't have to print anything. All you've got to do is create the design, upload it, add a few keywords into the product description, set the price, and go. It's that easy, and that's why a lot of people do it. Now, I will have a separate video coming out on a RedBubble tutorial for those of you who are interested, so yeah, do keep an eye out for that. The thing to keep in mind with RedBubble is the margins are considerably low because, well, RedBubble are doing the printing and the shipping for you. You keep the difference between the shipping price, well, the product cost, the shipping price, and then your selling price. So if the product's costing $10, shipping's $3 and you're selling for $20, then you keep that $7 profit. Now, as you can imagine, no one's going to be buying, or not a lot of people are going to be buying mugs and t-shirts for an extortionate amount of money, so the margins are pretty low. But depending on your designs, you can get away with it. There are some simple text designs that do really well, and you can see from the reviews that they've been selling in the hundreds, and a couple of designs like this one on screen now do make thousands and thousands of pounds. So yeah, give it a go, nothing to lose, free of cost. You can probably get this set up in about 20-30 minutes. Like I said, I do have a video coming out on it, so yeah, do watch for that. Method two is free shares. Now, I'm sure you know what a share is. It's a portion of a company that you are buying. So if you're buying Apple share for, let's say, just $150, you are buying a share of Apple. That makes you a shareholder. You have a small portion of that company, aka a share. Now, you don't have to buy a whole share. You can buy fractional shares, etc. But that's a video for another time. For this purpose, I mean free shares through referrals. So for example, if you're from the UK and you sign up in the description below using the Freetrade link, you will get a free share of up to £200. Now, you can only do that once, but once you're signed up, you can then refer your friends and family and get more chance of winning up to £200 shares. It's ridiculous. I've done it 7 or 8 times recently. My highest was $40, and then I've had a couple at 29, 25, and then a few at just a few pounds. So it is worth doing if you just want that little bit of money. If you want to get started with investing as well, very good idea. Free value, free money, and it gives you that exposure to the stock market. So if investing is something that you're into, and I highly recommend it, then this is the way to get started. You can also sign up to as many trading platforms as you like, providing you meet their requirements. So for someone in the UK, you can't really go and sign up to the US platforms like Webull. If you're from the US, just type in Webull affiliate link on YouTube or go to a finance channel and you will find an affiliate link there, and then you can get a free share. I think it's worth up to $1,400 now. I'm not too sure, but yeah, you can sign up to Robinhood, Webull, Trading 212, Freetrade, eToro, all those platforms, and then you can get a free share if you meet their requirements and their eligibility. Number 3 is match betting. Now, if you don't know what match betting is, that's fine. I do have a video coming out on this. It might be out by the time this one comes out. I don't know which order I put them in, but that shows a tutorial of me trying match betting for 7 days. Really good video. Definitely recommend keeping an eye out for that one and go watching that. But basically what match betting is you put a bet stake and a lay stake on the same match. So let's take England versus Denmark, football match coming up at the time of filming this. So you put a bet with a bookie like Coral or Bet365, and you're putting a bet for England to win the match. You then go on to a betting exchange such as Betfair or Sportsbook or Smarkets, and then you're putting a bet against, you're putting a lay bet against that result. So you're basically betting for England not to win. That doesn't mean England will lose. That doesn't mean England will draw. It just means for them to not win. So any result, anything that happens, the whole football team get hit by a bus and the football match doesn't happen, that means it doesn't win, and that means that bet pays out. Whereas if they do win, then your bookie bet pays out. That might sound a bit too complicated, but don't worry, like I said, I do have a separate video coming out on it. So you put your back bet and your lay bet on the result, so you don't lose any money, so you don't gain any money, but you qualify for the free bets, and that's where you're gaining the money. So again, with the England and Denmark result, you put a bet for England to win and then England to not win. No matter which result happens, you're not going to win money and you're not going to lose massive amount of money. I think it's in like 12-15 pence. But what that means is you then qualify for the free bet that the bookies offer, and that will give you sometimes a £20 free bet or a £30 free bet, and that's when you make your money. Like I said, got another video coming out on this, so I'll explain it a little bit better. But match betting is completely risk-free if you do it right. The good thing about match betting is you can earn good money quickly. It's probably the closest thing to a get-rich-quick scheme as you're going to get, but the problem is your earnings grow exponentially, and then they kind of just go on a downtrend because there's only so many sign-up offers that you can take advantage of. Like eventually you are going to run out of bookies to sign up for, and they do catch on that you're match betting, and then you get gubbed, which basically means that you don't qualify for their promotions. So any reload offers that they're like free £5 bet for existing customers, you won't qualify for, which is where your earnings start leveling off or start going on decline. But yeah, match betting is an option, so do keep that in mind. It's good for if you just want a little bit of extra cash quickly. You probably talk about like a week or two, you can probably earn a couple of £100. People do earn into the thousands in their first month or two, but that's doing it quite consistently. You'll see from my video that I've got coming out that I do it about half an hour to an hour in the evening for 7 days, and you'll see the results in that video. Method 4 is freelancing. Now, I go on about this one a lot because it's just so easy to do. Sign up to Fiverr or Upwork, post a gig of any skills that you can do, whether it's report writing, video editing, content creation, even things like spell checking or CV writing. Any skill that you think you're particularly better than average at, you can create a gig for. And it's great. It's a good little side hustle to have. It's a great way to earn money. Now, it's not going to be like match betting where you can earn money pretty quickly. It is going to be a slow burn, and it is going to be gradual until you start getting noticed, until you start getting on those search pages, and then start getting the gigs and then the reviews. So once you start getting a couple of gigs and then you get positive reviews, then you'll start appearing at more, and then more impressions, more views, more click-through rate, and so forth. So it is one that is more long-term, but yeah, definitely one to consider. I recommend freelancing to anyone who has a skill that they enjoy doing. If people enjoy game creation, or they enjoy things like coding or content creation, or if they enjoy things like video editing and creating thumbnails, then create a gig for it. It's a really good way to earn some extra money, to start a side hustle, and yeah, you can't go wrong. It's free to sign up, free to start. So yeah, do keep that in mind and do consider it. The last one I'm going to talk about now is dropshipping. Now, before you click off, you can't have a how to make money online video without mentioning dropshipping, because this is the big one. This is the one that everyone talks about, and there is a reason for it. Now, I've started dropshipping myself. A lot of my videos are based on dropshipping, so yeah, do check them out if you're into it or if you want to get into it. The way dropshipping works is basically you find a product through AliExpress or a wholesaler, you then market that product, and then you sell it for more money. You obviously keep the profit after the marketing costs. Now, there are other things to consider. You've got to do content creation, you have to create the ad, set up the store with Shopify, etc. And it is a business. This is probably the one of the five which is the hardest to do, because it's full-time. It does become like a full-time job because you are setting up a business. The good thing with dropshipping is that you don't hold any stock, you don't hold any inventory. It's similar to print on demand, where you are kind of just taking the product from the manufacturer or your agent or the supplier, and then they are shipping it out to the customer, so you aren't touching it. You are going to need to product test at some point. Like with RedBubble, you might order your own t-shirt just to see how it looks like. But yeah, it is pretty much passive in the sense that you don't touch the product, you don't touch the inventory, but there is a lot of work that goes into it. You are managing a business. You're going to have to set up a Shopify store or pay someone to do it. You're then going to have to deal with customer complaints, email marketing, orders, fulfillment, things like that. It is a full-time job, or it does become a full-time job if you start making sales. So yeah, it's less of a side hustle, more of growing a business. Definitely recommend it. I've made multiple stores just in Black Friday. Black Friday of 2020, I started a store. 3 weeks in, I was already hitting a £1,000 week, which was absolutely crazy. So yeah, it is worth doing if it's something that you've got time for and something that you're genuinely interested in. If you're interested in starting dropshipping, then by all means go for it. I would suggest starting with Shopify as your hosting platform and heading over to the Overlow YouTube channel and the Overlow website to go through their tutorial for beginners, because that will really help you establish your website, how to set it up, and link Overlow, which helps with the fulfillment process. So there's your 5 methods on how you can make money online today. Before you get started and start becoming rich multi-millionaires, please do whack-a-mole that like button, turn it blue, and please do consider subscribing to the channel. I've got a lot more videos coming out and I do post every week. So yeah, it does really help me out. Really appreciate you watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.